NASCAR Xfinity Series qualifying is officially concluded from Talladega Superspeedway, and Jesse Love has won his 6th career NASCAR Xfinity Series pole. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to the video. As I just said a second ago, NASCAR Xfinity Series qualifying is officially done from Talladega Superspeedway, and Jesse Love has won his 6th career NASCAR Xfinity Series pole. I believe it's also his 2nd or 3rd Xfinity Series pole of 2025. This is not shocking and surprising. Look, we know that the RCR cars, especially at superspeedways, they are very strong. And you look at how fast they are compared to even the rest of the field, they're in a different league at superspeedways. We know they've been dominant. We know Austin Dillon's been really good at these types of tracks. Jesse Love won the race last year here. He's going to be really strong, and he's looking for redemption. We all know that Jesse Love got disqualified after the NASCAR Xfinity Series race concluded at Rockingham. We all thought he was originally the winner of the race. It turns out he got disqualified from the event, so he's looking for redemption. And I think Jesse Love is going to have a really good chance and opportunity to get that redemption, because Jesse Love, we know, is a fantastic super speedway racer, and their super speedway cars are on a different level at these types of tracks. So I look for Jesse Love to be a major factor to go to victory lane. I would not be surprised or shocked if RCR leads more than half the race and leads probably 2/3 of the race, because I think it's going to be really tough to beat those RCR cars tomorrow. But congratulations to Jesse Love on picking up another pole. We know Jesse Love is really good at the super speedways. So once again, congratulations to Jesse Love on getting a well-deserved pole. Congrats to him on winning the pole for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Talladega. So now we're going to take a look at all the top qualifiers and talk about the few drivers that failed to qualify for the race. So Jesse Love wins the pole. Austin Hill starting second. No shock and surprise. They're a little bit surprised to see him off by 0.2 of a second compared to his teammate. I thought he'd be a little closer to Jesse Love, but Austin Hill, we know he's probably the favorite going into this race. We know he's a fantastic super speedway racer. He's won 8 career Xfinity races at these types of tracks. He's looking for his 9th ever Xfinity win at these types of tracks. Austin Hill starting on the front row. It's going to be these two guys are going to be the two that are going to have to be. Fantastic job for Austin Hill to start on the front row. Justin Allgaier qualified 3rd, continues his really strong season. Justin Allgaier has been really strong at the early portion of the year to qualify inside the top 5. Very impressive for the driver, the number 7 machine. The only one that was kind of even maybe relatively close to the 2 RCR cars and was still off by 0.3 of a second. Good job for Allgaier, though. He'll be starting 3rd. Joey Gase qualifies 4th. I actually did some digging on his best starting position. His best starting position is like 15th or 16th, and that was with the COVID times back in like 2020. Just qualifying normally, it's like 25th or 30th. So super impressive by Joey Gase. This is a team that I normally don't look at as a team that qualifies very well. So to qualify in the top 5, super impressive. Joey Gase getting his best ever start in Xfinity competition. He'll be starting 4th. Great job for a team that's been struggling in owners' points. Jeb Burton qualifies 5th. Great job for Jeb Burton to start inside the top 5. Jeb Burton was way ahead of his teammates. When you compare all his teammates, he was very far ahead. He'll be starting 5th. Great job for Jeb Burton to start in 5th. Taylor Gray qualifies 6th. Pretty far ahead of his teammates as well. Taylor Gray's been qualifying very well this year. He's had decent pace and speed. He's had a lot more speed that I think the finishes have shown this year. So he's starting inside the top 10 and 6th. Really good job for Taylor Gray. Josh Williams qualifies 7th. We know the Call Cars, they're historically a team that is very good at qualifying at super speedways. They're not as strong as they used to be. Like last year, Shane Van Gisbergen and multiple other guys like Allmendinger qualifying inside the top 10. You have multiple of the Call Cars do that. He'll be starting 7th. Great job for Josh Williams. Daniel Dye qualified 8th. Again, very impressive job for Daniel Dye to qualify inside the top 10 in 8th place. Really good speed from the driver of the 10 machine. He'll be starting in one of his best positions he's ever started. He'll start in the top 10 in 8th. Good job for Daniel Dye. Ryan Ellis qualified 9th. Really impressive for the driver of the 71 machine. DJM's been up and down to start the season. He's still looking for his first career top 10 finish in the Xfinity Series. I think he's got a really good chance to do that. He'll be starting 9th. Fantastic job for Ryan Ellis. And Jeremy Clements qualified 10th. Quite top 10 starting spot for Jeremy Clements. He had a really good run last week in Rockingham. Got a lot of stage points. Got a lot of points as well. He'll be starting 10th. Good job for Jeremy Clements, who could be a sleeper pick to win this weekend in the Xfinity Series race. Sheldon Creed qualifies 11th. Decent speed from the Ford. I think he's the fastest Ford in qualifying. The Ford's a little bit down on speed, it looked like, but he was the fastest Ford. Good job for Sheldon Creed to start inside the top 15. Looking for some redemption. He's had some bad luck the last couple weeks. He'll start 11th. Solid job by Sheldon Creed. Matt DiBenedetto qualified 12th. I think he's a sleeper going into this race. He's been really good at Talladega. He won the truck race here 3 years ago. I think he's going to be a factor to win tomorrow. He'll be starting 12th. Good job for Matty D. Connor Zilisch qualified 13th. Decent speed for Zilisch. Not as much speed as his teammate Justin Allgaier, but still pretty good. I think he will have a good run. He's had some bad luck at these types of tracks, but I think he's going to be someone to watch out for in the race. He'll be starting 13th. Sammy Smith qualifies 14th. Of course, the defending winner at this track from the fall last year. Also won last week in Rocky, and with the disqualification happening, he'll be starting 14th. Good job for Sammy Smith. Christian Eckes qualifies 15th. Brandon Jones qualifies in 16th. Eric Almirola qualifies in 17th. Decent speed from the driver of the 19. I think he'll be up there contending for the victory tomorrow. William Swalsh qualifies 18th. Anthony Alfredo qualifies 19th. And Carson Quaffle starts inside the top 20 in 20th place. Decent speed, but a little bit behind his teammates slightly, but still starting inside the top 20. 21st for Leland Honeyman Jr., 22nd for Dean Thompson, 23rd for Nick Sanchez. Expected that 48 car to be a little bit farther up than it is, unfortunately. Chris Wright qualified 24th. Gray Van Elst getting his best starting position, I believe, in Xfinity competition. He qualified in 25th. Kyle C. qualified 26th. Catherine Lake qualified 27th. How about that? Starting in the top 30. I know she was kind of a big story after the Xfinity race in Rocky for all the wrong reasons, unfortunately. She's starting inside the top 30 and the second best of the Jordan Anderson racing machines. She'll start inside the top 30. Patrick Emily qualified 28th. Harrison Burton qualified 29th. Jeffrey Earnhardt qualified in 30th. 31st place starting spot for Blaine Perkins. 32nd for Mason Maju, who makes the field. Decent speed from the 66 team. Parker Retzlaff qualified 33rd. Sam Mayer with a little bit of issues in qualifying. He'll start in 34th. Ryan Sieg also had some big issues in qualifying. He'll start 35th. Jesse Wuju making his first start in like 2 years, so qualified 36th. Brendan Poole qualifies 37th, and starting in last place in 38th is Cesar Baccarello. So those are the guys that made the field. The three drivers that are going home are Garrett Smithley, Austin Green, and Jake Garcia. I feel bad for Jake Garcia because I think Jake Garcia honestly could have been a decent driver to watch for in the race, but unfortunately they didn't have enough owners points. The that 29 car just had no speed whatsoever in qualifying. They were the slowest car out there, or the second slowest car out there, but because they don't go by the slowest speeds or even owners points, they didn't have any owners points to back up, so they didn't make the field. So, those are my reactions in NASCAR Xfinity qualifying. What are the big storylines going into the race? Well, I think it's RCR versus the rest of the world. We know the two RCR machines are the favorites going into this race. I expect that Jesse Love and Austin Hill are going to put up a dominating clinic. I think it's going to be really tough to beat them. If you're looking for a team that could try to merge, it is the Junior Motorsports cars of Justin Allgaier, Connor Zilisch, Sammy Smith, and Carson Quaffle. But the one issue that Junior Motorsports has had is not being able to work together as well. So I think that's one thing that really could affect the team. So I think it's going to be those RCR cars that are going to be the team to beat. I think they're going to dominate the race, and it's going to be really tough to beat those guys. But I think that Joe Gibbs Racing could also be a factor. You've got Eric Almirola in the field. I think he's the best of the rest of the field when it comes to drivers who are really good at these types of tracks. And look for Jeb Burton to be a factor too. I think Jeb's going to have a good chance to get that third win at this track. I look for him to be really good and could get that third win. He won the spring race in 21. He won the spring race in 23. He's looking to do that again tomorrow. We'll see what he can do in the Xfinity Series race when you guys are watching it. So, that is going to be our full reactions to NASCAR Xfinity Series qualifying from Talladega. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Notifications on so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Let's go more of that and comment your thoughts below on today's episode. What are your reactions in NASCAR Xfinity Series qualifying? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and congratulate Jesse Love on winning the poll. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, we're going to potentially do reactions to the ARCA race from Talladega. We're also probably going to do reactions to the Jack Links 500 qualifying session from Talladega. And we should also have the Xfinity Series reactions for the race once it does conclude. And then on Sunday, we're going to have the starting lineup video for the Jack Links 500. And we're also going to have the cover review for the Jack Links 500. And then, of course, we might have a Shane Van Gisbergen video dropping. And then Monday, we should have a NASCAR news video discussing news over the course of the last couple of days. We got content coming up. People like Haley Deegan, SVG, Carl Edwards, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Prime, Amazon Prime, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Junior Motorsports, other people in the industry like Kyle Busch, Silly Season, Dodge, Honda, you name it, Cletus McFarland, Chandler Smith, all the good stuff we'll talk about on the channel in the coming days and weeks. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.